Hey everyone, so on this episode of Make It with Calvin, I'm coming to you live from Gold Bluffs Beach State Park and Campsite. Proof. There's the tent. And today we're going to be talking about something different. It's this little MSR stove set that I picked up a while ago over at REI and my opinions on it. So let's dive into it. Now, it probably goes without saying, I am not a backpacking expert, but this is just my opinions on it from the standpoint of somebody who goes recreational camping and kind of likes to be prepared for just in case the big one hits. So, in short, this is a little stove set that both Danielle and I have an identical one. We picked it up over at REI a while back, and the nice thing about it was it didn't come with the fuel canister, but those are relatively cheap. It came with your burner unit, your pot, a lid, 2 cups, lids for the cups, and 2 bowls. And the nice thing is the cups and this, and also a spork, which I'm currently using, so I'm not going to show on camera. It's my wonderful Backpacker's Pantry blueberry walnut oats with Kawina in it. Great stuff. But the nice thing is these will hold your 2 sporks, your burner unit, and a couple of other small accessories, and it all fits inside there, which then fits inside there. So minus the fuel pod, that thing is actually pretty tiny. Now, to get things going, I'm just using this little SOL striker unit that I picked up at the Sportsman's Warehouse out in Carson City. You can really find these almost anywhere. It's a nice little way to do it. I've used matches, I've used a lighter, but to get things going is pretty simple. You just turn that, you hear the gas. Can't really see it. There's a flame going, so we'll throw our little pot with 8 ounces of water on there. Now, one comment I will make is the 3 feet, it can be a little hard to center a pot on there, but at the end of the day, it's not that big of a deal. You can turn the flame up. And it'll go higher than that, but just so I don't drown out my own voice, I don't have it running at max. And the nice thing about the lid is it does actually have some holes in here, so if you're cooking something that you need to drain the water from, you can go about doing that. And as for the time it takes to get the water boiling, if you crank the thing up, it really doesn't take that long. I would say it's probably about 45 degrees out here, and we'll have boiling water in just a minute. So let me go run and grab Danielle's breakfast, and I'll be back. While we're waiting for that to finish boiling, let me explain the sporks really fast. When we initially had these, we didn't know how to use them. It turns out you need to pinch right there, and then it locks into place, and then you can do the same to close it. We didn't know that, so we kind of damaged those tabs. Thankfully, it's really easy to get replacements of these relatively cheaply, but live and learn. Let's check up on the water. Oh yeah. I'm gonna say, you can't really tell because it's fogged over, but oh yeah, that's foliage. So now we can just do this. Give it a quick stir. Good stuff. Okay, so while that soaks and hydrates, let me give you my opinions on it. Obviously, I'm not a backpacking person. I know if a backpacking person's watching this, they're gonna go, holy crap, Calvin, that thing's huge. But for somebody who goes, you could say car camping, or just for disaster preparedness, I do think this is actually something to look into keeping around. The nice thing is the fact that minus the fuel cylinder, everything's really compact. This is a medium-sized one, and I've used this quite a few times, and it still has some gas left. You can get much smaller ones, you can get gigantic ones. Really, it all depends upon what your needs are. But I do have to say though, for a 2-person cooking setup, especially if you want to boil up some water to make some dehydrated food, or last night we took a packet of chala masala, boiled up some water and just soaked the packet in there, and had that for dinner. It worked really, really well. Also, I highly recommend keeping an ignition source in there. I've kept a cigarette lighter in there, but I also like these little sparking units because the fact that they throw a good shower of sparks, and they're really, really tiny. So what I'm probably going to do is tie mine to a piece of string or something, so I know it's always going to be with the burner unit. But I hope you guys enjoyed this and found this useful, and I'll have a link to this and probably that down in the description below. So until next time, see you guys later.